that as our first semifinal is starting. It's gonna be best of 3. It's gonna be China versus Korea. It's Undead versus Human. You would expect the likes of Infi and TH here, but it's a Korean Human, a rare sight in Warcraft history. We've had the Sways, we've had the Reprisals, but nowadays it's Chaemiko and Sok, and one of them is tearing it up, and that is Chaemiko. He's up against 120 in our first match of the day. They met already in the group stage, the winner bracket final of Group D, and 120 was not victorious. Insane. Afterwards, Chaemiko defeated Infi in another upset. So can he ride the wave? Or will it be 120 in the grand final against either Moon or Fly, who will be facing each other in the second semifinal?
Yeah, regardless of how these matches today go, we're going to have great games all around. 4 out of 4 races represented in the top 4. That's what I like to see. And yeah, looking forward to these games today. And also really enjoying 120's mindset here early on. The last couple of days we were saying 120 has he lost his creativity, especially against Happy. That was all the way standard play, whereas in the past he was quite experimental. But look at this. This is a ghoul build, and we don't see the hero yet. This could be a wild Dreadlord play, or Lich, or DK, all viable.
What a fitting strategy, as Side just started a raid, and it is Side's favorite hero in the altar. The creativity is back. He has the strategies, self-proclaimed, and he's back with the Dreadlord. We haven't seen this in a while on Northern Isles. The expansion is rather easy. Is that the reason to go for it, or just want to get Chaemiko out of his comfort zone, or does he remember their games in the group stage? And okay, my game plan there wasn't really working. Let's try something else.
Yeah, I like doing the first map of a best of 3 as well. That really throws Chaemiko in the cold water for the rest of the series. Now he's going to have to think about what possible weird strategies could be coming his way. When you're facing Happy, you always know exactly what's coming. But with 120, you don't. One big benefit of playing Dreadlord, by the way, on Northern Isles is we have no Merc Camp. Mercenary Camp with Berserkers and Shadow Priest, the best answer early game for Human against the Dreadlord. And of course, that cannot be made use of in this game. Footy sees what's going on, gets sleep surrounded right away. That is a full surround. This footman will fall, is buying some time. But what is Chaemiko's answer to this? Is he going to play aggressively against it, or is he just looking to early expand himself? So far, looks like early expansion. Really dangerous with the AM to ever play aggressively against the Dreadlord, as you can get sleep surrounded. Boom, TP forced. You get sleep surrounded again, and the AM dies. And that can sometimes be where the game ends.
Yeah, we've seen Side here on this very map playing triple racks, ghouls, and attacking the base of his opponent with like 2 control groups. Looks like StarCraft with a Zerg Rush. Maybe 120 saw that as well. 2 acolytes here already. The scout one comes back. Spot pretty much cleared. That's also the case for Chaemiko, who struggles a little with Lumber. So his expansion is a tiny bit delayed. So 2-base on NI.
I love this, man. I love my 2-base plays. Our viewers may have noticed this. I think this always pretty much produces the best games. AM really far forward trying to place a sentry. Oh, he wasn't expecting 120 to be there in the middle already. And that's a TP forced. And that's a TP gone for a long time. That's scary.
Absolutely, because the Sandman still has something in the bag for another sleep. Footmen are here to defend. 120 being the aggressor for now, and super nice for him to have a Ring of Regeneration, as there is no coil and no Unholy Aura, so at least he has something. But Chaemiko, patented move by him, surrounds the DK, the Dreadlord right away, chooses the Carrion Swarm to bust out of there. Nice action-packed start to this game. The Necromancer gets the peasant kill.
But that surround was a big deal. If that surround doesn't happen, a lot more peasants die right there. But Chaemiko, he doesn't really miss those surrounds, does he?
Never. Never. Archmage close to 3. 120 can't really feed too many skeletons to him.
Thank you, Baseline. 3-month resub. He says, I love your stream. Less than 3.
Thanks.
Thank you. So Dreadlord only about 100 mana left. Only 3 ghouls here, still somewhat healthy. 1-0 can't really do too much anymore. Falling back now. Would like to see some mobility items on him as well. Boots or staff or both. But at the moment 1-0 is pretty broke because he's teching rather fast.
Yeah, quite interesting. Like, no big focus on tier 1. He's still got an Erubian tower far from the Haunted Gold Mine. But the one at the shop is Chaemiko, boots and staff. There's another pair of boots available, of course, since the most recent patch. But it's gonna be expensive. Can he afford that with the tech and with the additional fortification that must come now? Rid of Necromancy, Graveyard.
This Ring of Region on the Dreadlord, by the way, is unusually powerful. Like, normally this game is, his item is okay in the early game, but it gets worse and worse over time. But this Dreadlord is going to be solo for a long time, so this is going to be quite a bit of healing he's going to be acquiring over the next few minutes. Sentry wards, by the way, here for Chaemiko, really good. Give him great vision, especially valuable against the Dreadlord when he comes out of the shadows during nighttime into a sudden sleep surround. And the AM, yeah, needs to be speedy, needs to be careful, but good control now. Chaemiko a little bit unlucky running into the first sleep surround, but now doing a good job. Level 2 Water Elemental is of course great against ghouls. Takes out one of them. Water Elemental goes down to 1-2-0. Oh, and almost a surround on the Dreadlord. That was close.
Maybe we jinxed it a little, saying he never misses these, but here he does. In the main, there's no tower, no arcane to burn mana and prevent Carrion Swarm. Oh, sweet block by Chaemiko. Picture perfect. He does it again.
Oh. And the deny on the footy. Chaemiko with his mini micro moves, man. It's unbelievable. I still remember when once he blocked a Blade Master with Speed Scroll with a Water Element. This guy is just insane.
I sent him a text yesterday congratulating him to his win over Infi, and he said, oh man, I'm so happy. I practiced so hard. And it pays off. It pays off so well. Ritual Dagger for the second time this weekend. And the Potion of Greater Mana. That's a lot of swarms later.
This scenario is actually really good. Look at all these ghouls. And oh, this might be actually the first Ritual Dagger in competitive, like this moment right here, where it's actually good. Actually. Tier 3 rush by 1-0. I like that. That's always the biggest downside of going fast expansion Dreadlord. If you are stuck on low tech for a long time, that's a big problem. Because ghouls without frenzy are complete trash beyond the early game. So he's moving towards frenzy pretty quickly. But not going for a second crypt, rather going for a slaughter. So this is looking like a fiend transition.
We have a Flute of Accuracy for Chaemiko, so whatever he plays would benefit from that item as well. Thank you, Mount Goshox for the 3-month resub. Level 4 for this Archmage, Zeppelin, Shredder. All the good stuff from the laboratory. 1-0 on the other side, going for the marketplace. There is a Sobi Mask, but I guess he has 900 gold. And the second Ritual Dagger used as well. DK out, tier 3 at 1/3. Chaemiko not going or not following into tier 3 yet. Invested a lot into this mid game.
Look at that region on the Dreadlord. Oh, it's like 3.5 health per second or something.
And he got a Pendant of Energy.
That's also really good. He bought that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought it. Are under attack. Double Arcane at the expansion, far forward already. Love this. SimCity, great against the Dreadlord. As of course we know about the Carrion Swarm. Gar coming in. Just one single one against the Zeppelins, I imagine.
Yeah.
Double Slaughterhouse. Is he going mass Destros?
I mean, he can't afford it. Both players are very rich, and we as well. Thank you, Mondsucht, for a $100 donation. Quite fitting to this two-base play. Good entertainment already. Thanks for the show. Much appreciate this. Damn, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome start to this broadcast. Indeed.
Thank you very much, man. Big thanks from me as well. Shredder taken out by 1-0, but then he TP's back as there was a Zeppelin drop towards the economy at the natural. 1 or 2 acolytes died only, so it was kind of a TP for a TP trade, a bit of economy, and the Zeppelin taken out. The Shredder the biggest deal here. That could result in quite a few lumber issues for
A player's
Chaemiko down the
forces are
road.
under attack.
Okay,
Oh,
Chaemiko-
oh! Look in the back! Main base for 1-0. Dude, remember this? Cannon tower in the back.
Oh, yes! Chaemiko with the plays.
Oh man, when was that again? That was like a few months ago.
Oh, this is so rough.
There's no way 1-0 is gonna scout for this.
No. He's gonna have destroyers and a couple of them, so maybe by accident
A
we see
player's
Ghoul
forces
Frenzy.
are under attack.
Where's the
Mountain
Garg?
King
Oh,
and
he killed the Garg. Really important earlier for Chaemiko to kill the Gargoyle. Otherwise, that one might be patrolling around the bases.
Chaemiko, by the way, with Griffin Aviary and Workshop. What a rare production building combination.
This is a great game, man. This is already so unusual.
Unbelievable start to this day. 3 footmen microed away. Frenzy is finished though. Stops one ghoul. Oh, saves it actually. Now we have a little hero fight in the middle. Heal scroll and invo potion on the human side. Still the big mana holding on to it.
Can he kill the Mountain King? Not really. Surround doesn't quite stick. The Water Elemental still very strong over here. The mana support from the level 4 AM very good. DK finally gets level 2. That's a big upgrade as well for 1-0. Once he gets the aura, here come the destroyers, by the way. So these Water Elements no longer so impactful until we have more gyros. And in the meantime, the cannon tower is coming up. Halfway done. Can 1-0 keep the Haunted alive? Cannon tower does about 100 damage per shot.
Is the range enough?
Oh, what about his destroyer bust, by the way? This is going to be 4 destroyers with mana. This main is probably going to get breached.
Only one Dragonhawk. Yep, there's not much anti-air. Carrion Swarm was nice hitting a lot of peasants. 2 towers remaining, only 1 masonry upgrade, but 1-0 retreats.
I'm kind of surprised with the
Everything.
next carrion. I think that could have been...
Okay, the
damage.
cannon tower is working. Gets the vision from the Zeppelin. So at least he denies some mining time.
And now,
Player's
how to deal with
forces
that.
are under attack.
He could do it with destroyers. That would take quite a while. Maybe Meat Wagon is the best answer. Not making one, though.
He consumed the big mana, trying to bust this now. Chaemiko going for a little attack to the
Town
expansion.
is under siege.
Haunted gold mine at 50%. Action everywhere.
And Chaemiko, he needs more army to hold the expansion. Footy's, of course, not gonna do it against this destroyer push. He needs gyros, but he's making tanks. Don't believe he has barrage upgrade. That carrion swarm! Killing off more and more peasants. It's a really cute little wall off, by the way, so the heroes can't get in. But still, the carrion can operate from range. In the meantime, Cloud at the expansion. Their mining delayed. In the main, Haunted about to be taken out, actually.
He can't repair against this anymore. He needs a 6 Acolyte or something. This one cannon tower is enough, and 1-0 is losing his first base. Destroyers come back to deal with the water elementals. So one base pretty much, as the entire economy is wiped out here. So we go one distraction tank, and then into gyros, also into air. Oh, this look like the main base looks like a feast for the Dreadlord.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright,
Now
once
we
they're
take-
finally taken out.
It will take
cannon-
forever though. Cannon towers are fortified against magic damage, no
Yeah.
orb of
He needs to kill the
annihilation.
peasants first. And he does. Okay. I wonder, shouldn't he have made one meat wagon once this cannon tower started attacking him? But 1-0 says no. He just wants to make more and more statues and destroyers. Oh my god! How many is that? 6 statues on the ground.
It's gonna be a lot of destroyers then. Oh, and Chaemiko was stuck, has to kill a farm. He's not supply stuck though. He needs a second or maybe even third workshop. But he's pushing on Dragonhawks.
He's also making gyros. Are gyros really gonna work against this Dreadlord who's about to hit level 5?
In ultra masses,
A player's
yes.
forces are under attack.
But it's not possible with one workshop.
1-0 coming in again. No longer a wall off at the expansion. Peasants once more exposed, but in the meantime, Chaemiko going towards the natural as well. That is the only remaining mining base. If this one falls 1-0, this could be the neck breaker.
How good is the Cloud, by the way? So good. He evacuates the Acolytes. Holy Light executes them. Destroyers come in. We have Web as well. Dragonhawk gone. One tank. No upgrades though, so it's not that scary.
But all Acolytes lost, as it seems. So no mining right now for 120. The ghouls finally reach the cannon tower.
Yeah,
but only one of them can attack. They're getting killed by the cannon tower.
That was not the smartest thing to do. All 3 ghouls dead. And 1 Acolyte remaining. 120 is losing all mining.
Chaemiko's down to 50 supply as well, though, and is not yet really mining at the expansion. 120, would you please kill this cannon tower?
Are under attack.
No.
He's not doing it. Not doing it. I mean, he does have map control right now, so perhaps the better play is to chase and to look for kills. And of course, the more kills he gets, the more experience it is, and Infernal could be pretty good this game.
Next tank on the way to the north.
Is under siege.
The next ghoul. It's getting shredded.
Just one meat wagon. 120, please.
Chaemiko really has no army anymore.
A new tank is coming north, though, and there's no narrow tower to slow that one down. Only 2 Acolytes at the expansion. 120 has barely any income.
The main, is he transitioning to something? No. 600 gold for Chaemiko, but he stays in no upkeep for now.
Kills off 1 statue to make more Acolytes. What an absolutely unique game.
Yeah, for sure.
Player's
3
forces
destroyers
are
at the
under attack.
expansion, but it will take them forever to kill the building. 5 statues on the ground, of course, pretty much no damage. Cloud and tank. He's fully committing to this haunted now, right? Takes out the Acolyte. 120 has gold for 3 more Acolytes, but then that's it.
Yeah. This haunted is gone, I think. Sleep on the pally, trying to take out the MK. Doesn't get it. No more haunted.
And that's the TP, and no mine, no gold mine. He can't rebuild it. He has no gold.
A town is
Needs
Can
to
sell some things.
He needs to sell a lot. Does he have an Acolyte? Okay, he produces 1. But that's the last chance
player's
to establish
forces are under
economy.
attack.
One to zero thought he's the smarter kid with his Dreadlord play. But Chaemiko has answers. And seemingly a lot of answers. Switching to gyros now.
Yeah, not making a single wagon, I think that was a big mistake. There was definitely a window to allow for one.
A town is under siege.
Would have also helped against the tanks later on.
Acolytes
Acolytes are attacking the cannon tower. Are you serious?
That's the mistake. I never thought this cannon tower would have so much value.
This is the best cannon tower of all time.
Korubnor was
Yeah.
rushing with cannon towers in like very early EPS days.
Is 1-0 trolling right now? He's killing the cannon tower with statue damage. What?
I don't know. Maybe he gave it up because the gold mine falls as well. And the Acolyte should be dead too.
Oh, sleep! Call Nova could have, or Nova Carrion could have been the end. So TP forced again. Destroyers still prevented mining from the expo. But it's a lot of gyros now. 1-0. Will you still please kill this cannon tower?
So we have about 3,000 gold lead
Player's forces
for
are under
Chaemiko.
attack.
Here come the gyros in sweet numbers, and there's no carrion swarm nearby.
Oh my god, the DK can't reach because it's still a block for heroes. Oh my god.
There we go. And he expands in the main, trying to establish this again.
Well, okay. I don't know where this game's gonna go.
No idea.
Surround almost on the Dreadlord.
Stormbolt, next try. He has no TP. He sold it all. Has a health stun and a lot of coils, so not sure if he has enough damage. Don't think so. Destroyers bust him out of there.
Oh, no orb of fire, right? That's a bit of an oversight. Gyro, so they have landmines. Now they're upgrading it.
Player's forces are under attack.
Okay, we saw
More
yesterday.
footies, more kills. Level 4 DK. Okay, but the Dreadlord isn't getting any of it. What a game. To start things off.
So, landmines are finishing in a second. Is it enough to kill the Haunted?
A town is under
It's the
siege.
last bit of gold for 1-0.
A player's
Lord
forces
finds 2
are
peasant
under
kills. Couldn't he die right here, though?
Here
What
we
if
go.
MK shows
Oh,
up?
2 destroyers and a fiend. I don't think the damage is enough.
No, they don't do bonus damage yet against this building. Because it's not armored yet. Dreadlord killed all the peasants at the expansion.
What? I
I don't know, man. I don't know what's... It looks like we're kind of even again, I guess.
1-0 is finally mining.
A player's forces
Could also
is
unsummon
under
one of the
attack.
slaughterhouses. I think that
We have
would be a
another
good call.
tank. Chaemiko 41 supply. Rebuilding peasants once more. 1,500 gold. This
Chaemiko is
tower,
creeping, though.
This
And it-
this cannon tower got him 5,000 gold at least.
Yeah. I think he was the one to come up with that as well. I've seen it before from him, and from nobody else, really.
A player's forces
But
are
Chaemiko's leveling, and if this Paladin and MK get to 3, which they will, they become a lot stronger. But the thing is, even if Chaemiko can now establish mining at the expo, he's about to run out in the main. Only 2 more minutes or so in the main base.
Dreadlord is getting kinda close to 6. 1-0 supply stuck. Thanks to the tank taking out the necropolis. So even if he has gold now, he can't really use it. But the Carrion Swarm will once again take care of this economy.
a town is under siege.
Dragonhawk is coming in, and the Gyros as well.
Fully
And the
committing. to
Dreadlord
Haunted
is
again.
super far away.
Oh yeah, he absolutely needs the AoE. Never got a staff. Web, okay. Cloud against the towers. Nothing slows them down. But Web is a good solution for now. Destroyers are coming in as well. He will definitely take out the Ziggurat. Oh! I don't... See, does it work? Feels like it. No repair anymore.
Getting the Haunted.
And again, no mining for the Chinese. I wonder if one Acolyte is remaining. Carrion Swarm was big, though. And DK throws level 3 coils.
But Chaemiko lost a ton of army here. He lost almost everything.
Yep. Still a 10 supply lead. TP out. No second sleep.
And there's still Acolytes.
He lost not... Okay, there's 3 Acolytes still. He can try to get the Haunted up again. And Chaemiko towering up the upper left.
Getting ready for our next base, as once again, the main's about to run out. But Chaemiko is still rich. 1,000 gold for him. I can't believe this Dreadlord doesn't have any mobility items yet. I guess now he's too broke, but earlier.
Close to 3-3. Dreadlord comes in again, so are the Destroyers. But Stormbolt Holy Light should deal with this, and it does.
Still not level 3. Amazingly.
A town is under siege.
Tower's not up yet. This will be scouted.
One destroyer falls. It's kind of a big loss.
Forces are under attack.
Well, doesn't get the coil off. Next destroyer dies. 1-0. What was he looking at?
Thank you, Der Langfinger, for the 7-month sub. And another Fiend falls as well. Blocks himself a little. Oh, bash. Uses the Holy Light on the Mountain King, though. What to do now? Wanted to still going heavy on statues. Blocks sweet with the Acolytes. The tank can't reach the Haunted Gold Mine.
The Red Lord is coming, he's got the carrion obviously. And tanks do give experience. Not too much, but they do give some. And he's so close now to level 6. But double level 3 level ups. Big ones for Chaemiko.
That fiend.
Level 6!
Oh boy, okay. Does he? Yes, Infernal time. Stuns 2 out of 3 heroes right away. Paladin goes into his bubble to be safe. There's still 2 tanks here trying to get rid of that Black Citadel, but Carrion Swarm level 3 is so strong. But, oh, Archmage in deep trouble. Town Portal has to go for it. So this push didn't
keeps his mate alive. Just barely. Oh, the Pally didn't tally with TP with the rest.
The Pally didn't tally. Is it on cooldown? Off cooldown? No. Coil secures the kill. Otherwise, Divine Shield would maybe be the savior.
Oh, and the Infernal scouts the Expo in the top left.
He scouted it before with the statue.
Can you just right-click it down? The Town Hall? I think it can. This is not enough power build.
Thank you, Funky Monkey, for the €5 donation. Thanks for the weekend, guys. Thanks for watching.
What is this game, dude? Infernals can be coiled, by the way, guys, in case you didn't know. Carrion, more damage towards the peasants. But tanks are rolling towards the main again, I believe.
Like, Chaemiko's main is empty. This is his only source of income.
What the serious hell?
Towers out. More tanks. One is here. Archmage still super hurt. Paladin back from the tavern. No mana.
What is there again running back? It's a long way back into the main. Ghouls trying to do their best, but they're gonna die instantly to this MK. Or are
he
they?
has the fire orb, by the way. So the Black Citadel falls.
What is there losing destroyers earlier, by the way, now really, really, really hurts.
Okay. Tier 3 tech.
Oh, no
gone.
TP by Chaemiko!
Oh, wow. He has a staff. He has 1 staff.
He has no more Holy Light!
He has a potion and an invul. But walks it off for now. Super risky play. He just wants these acolytes dead.
The acolytes. Only 2 acolytes are left. Only 1 acolyte is left.
Oh, he has no necropolis anymore.
It's the last one.
He lost
Infernal,
all of them.
about to die. Coil. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Did he lose everything at acolyte? Okay, 1 left. Okay, that's big.
1 acolyte. Dude, what is this?
Water elementals are trying to snipe it, and there is still no destroyer. Tanks arrives. Oh, I think the Infernal takes out the water elemental before. What to do micro as well? There should be healing from the statue. There should be a coil. Second water elemental is coming in. 1-0 pays no attention to this. It's so close. There must be a coil. Of course, calculated. And he needs to deal with the tank as well. Haunted gold mine falls, and he can't rebuild it. No lumber. And more tanks. 1-0 is crumbling. That's it.
Acolyte dead. Last acolyte.
Can't build anything anymore. The Infernal expires. That's it.
Seems to be the case. Even if these tanks fall, more will come. DK in trouble. If he falls, it's certainly over. Holy Light right clicks. He's dead. And that's it. GG. 1-0 for Chaemiko after 28 minutes.
God damn, what a map to start with. Cannon tower behind the haunted gold mine. Dreadlord opening. What?
That was amazing. Oh, but that could have been really good for 1-0. If he had looked for that cannon tower, which again,
that you don't
Chaemiko had done before.
On.
And secondly, made a demolisher. A meat wagon, I mean. But yeah, cool game. That was a treat.
Unbelievable start. And once again, tanks stand tall in the end against the against the undead race. 1-0 for the underdog. He was the underdog in the group stage, in the quarterfinal, in the semifinal, and yet taking the lead. And it's only best of 3, so 1 map for the final.
Can Chaemiko win this whole tournament? In a tournament where all the best players are playing, with the exception of Lin.
Yeah.
Is he the one? It would be a beautiful Cinderella story. I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see this happen.
That would be by far the biggest accomplishment of his career. I mean, he made it top 8 WGL. Maybe that stands out a little more prestige-wise, but prize money, that would be it.
Chaemiko already in the game, in the lobby. 1-0. Taking a moment.
Yes. And again, Mondsucht, thank you so much for the 100 donation during that game. Filling the daily goal in 15 minutes is always a treat for us. 2,500 people watching after map 1.
We're half an hour in, guys. Nice to have you here. In case you didn't know, we have a long, nice day. Nice long day. That's the way you say that. Of Warcraft. Starting off with a CNY Cup. And later on, we're going to have 2-on-2 in the evening.
On new maps as well.
Ooh-wee. I love my new maps.
Thank you, Grills, for the tier 1 sub. 1 year already. Much love. And you know what day is today?
The day of the Lord.
Not really the day of the Lord, but a good friend of the Lord. Yours turns 30 today, so 1 day younger than Side, who turned 30 yesterday. Congrats, Mark. I sent him a voice message already, singing happy birthday for him in the most beautiful way I can.
That's cute.
Good friend of ours, so congrats! He would be proud of Chaemiko as well.
Man, so many people, their birthday in January. It's going to be mine in exactly 1 week.
Yeah, what happened 9 months ago?
That's a good question. What happened?
Like, there's always a peak when Germany becomes the world champion in soccer. Football.
But okay, let's get a little bit more serious here. We're going to map 2. Chaemiko bottom left in the lead. Keeps on surprising us in the CNY Cup. 1-0. Top right. He is supposed to be the favorite. But he lost previously. He lost the first map. And now with his back against the wall, facing, well, not exactly elimination, I guess. He would be playing in the 3rd place match. But no final for him if he loses 1 more. Again, the ghoul build. Doesn't look like the Dreadlord play, though, because the altar isn't so delayed. This could be the Lich first heavy pressure against the expansion, which 1-0 has played before. Which I wouldn't mind seeing.
The calls were pretty good so far. Lich first. Oh, yeah. No standard first hero for the newbie player. Chaemiko, of course. Archmage on AZ. That's pretty much nothing else possible. Will Chaemiko expect it, and how do you play against it?
1-0 showed this play against Fortitude about a month ago, maybe? Maybe a little less. So if Chaemiko was diligently doing his homework, perhaps he saw this somewhere. But yeah, normally, human early expansion, always a bit of a risk to go for. But against Undead, it should be working out well if you play well defensively. Because 1 DK, 2 to 4 skeletons, not that much danger. 1 Lich, 5 ghouls, and 2 skeletons, a lot of danger. So you need to be playing a lot more safely, slow down the expansion perhaps, and bring a lot of peasants and footies to that field.
Right.
Footman scouted early. Really important by Chaemiko. Sees the Lich right away.
We have another donation. BS, thank you for the $5. Yesterday you were talking about the cockiest hero, and that was the Blood Mage. So, who's the friendliest hero? The hero of the people?
I think the Panda's pretty friendly.
Yes, I think so too. And he brings beer
Yeah.
everywhere he goes. That's nice.
Yeah, Panda, I think is a good choice. So, Chaemiko coming in
Shadowhunter is
for the
pretty
harass.
chill as well if you're more into the green stuff, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah,
Another round for Chaemiko could be to 1 base tech. But he's normally more the expanding player.
Nice that he positions himself here and sees the ghouls early, sees the lich early. Put some damage onto it. 3 militia here. He is attacking. Tier 2 attack started.
And that is the direct counterplay to the lich. Chaemiko's trying not to play into 1-0's early game strength. So how is the transition gonna look now with the 1 base lich against no counter expo? I have no idea. I'm not sure that I've ever seen that.
No. Chaemiko with the perfect solution. 1-0 is struggling to find any points to attack. There's barely any creeping. There's a little distraction. And a transition here now into Fiends.
1 footy scout, very nicely following the lich around, keeping him nicely at range as well. Is he going Dark Ritual or Aura?
It is...
Armor, I mean.
Dark Ritual.
Okay. Now, as much as I like to meme about a level 4 lich, it's actually, with Dark Ritual 2, insane amounts of mana. And insane amounts of Nova with that, of course.
But what if you just go Breakers?
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, I guess, but against A-bombs, it's not so good. AM, it's level 3. Not the greatest item for him, honestly. But he's going towards the main. Looking at what he can do. 1-0 crept up a little bit more himself. Very close now to level 3. Needs only a single footy or water elemental kill for that level up. Tech not finished yet. Losing these acolytes would hurt. But 1-0 has become very quick at juggling these. And we can see it here. Acolytes so far barely taking any damage. Kills 1 footy, and that is level 3. But also a couple of ghouls are dying.
Archmage was hurt, but 1-0 was threatening this around. Didn't really get it. Equipment hurt as well. Is he willing to... Oh, he doesn't need that Nova. The ghoul should be fast enough. Oh, there we go. With the Nova. 2 ghouls still hurt. He's sacrificing the water elementals for it, I guess. But the ghoul block... Can he keep it close? He can. Wow.
Nice defensive play. So 2 ghouls for 2 footies. That's pretty equal. AM takes a bit of damage. That's a little bit scary. Because you know a DK will be coming second. There's a level 2 Nova out already. And the Lich should always have some mana. So here comes the DK, tier 3 early by 1-0 as well. Question is he going to transition into Fiends? Or is he going to go for some super glass cannon frenzy ghoul build?
With the graveyard, I mean, you need it anyway. It's a Mountain King coming and he will know this. So then we could have clap against it. I don't know, tough to say what's happening now, as it was on map 1. Thank you, Abstract, for the 3-month resub. Less than 3 smiley face. Thank you very much for everything you do, especially at readmore.de, I guess. Except from Gornland Harbor, by far the best coverage of professional Warcraft 3 in the world. In the Western world.
So DK comes out, Lich can finally receive some healing, and we have MK rifles. Tier 2 only. Why is Chaemiko so low lumber? Can't really go to tier 3 too soon. If he waits a little bit, of course, he will be able to, but that's going to be quite far behind 1-0. 6 ghouls still remaining for the undead, but we have double slaughter coming in. Okay. Wait. And he starts making fiends. I was about to say, is he actually going to go into A-bombs Destros, the old counter versus tier 2 rifles?
So expensive, though.
Oh, they're just about to be level 4, dude. That's so much mana. That's so much mana, dude.
Rune bracers, nice to have, but not that crazy. Nova's of course gonna be phenomenal against rifles. Need some follow-up, but there's barely any front line. He's not transitioning to breakers at all.
Finds the rune bracers for the DK. That's actually really nice. That hero is gonna be quite low level, so Stormbolt against him always dangerous. This item's gonna help with that. Goes for the invul as well. Tier 3 finishes for 1-0, so finally it's time for the orb. Destroyer form. And maybe even
The
Frenzy.
player's forces are under attack.
He should go Frenzy, I think.
Especially the orb makes focus firing possible now. Before, really tough. Chaemiko severely slowed down in leveling. Okay, the Mountain King, he gave a lot of experience to this Mountain King. Disregarding level 2 aura, and boy, is he tanky. Did
Big
go
level
for
ups
Clap,
here.
by the way. Clap 2.
Oh. Double level ups. Big ones for 1-0. Level 4 and level 2.
Not revealing the Clap so far. Coil Nova, first rifle down in the absence of a paladin, no way of saving him.
So 1 ghoul for 1 rifle so far. MK looking for the next kill. Can't find it yet. 1-0 waiting for the destroyers. Oh, that Nova. Look at that Nova.
And the right click's pretty nice. It's a nice army to have in the main.
Eats
the
a ghoul.
blight.
And that was like 300 mana for the Lich again. Little bit
Towers.
less.
Maybe that triggers some PTSD. Just threaten an Arcane Tower. And a Cannon Tower.
It's only 1 tower though. It's not that scary. Nova in the back again. Ghoul eaten again. And now A-Bomb's starting to come out.
He
Is
hits
he
them
stout?
so well.
Not quite ready yet. Clap hits. But this Lich putting in plenty of damage. Not morphing any destroyers. There we go. And now the Nova follow-up. Where's the army? It has disappeared by Chaemiko. First the priests were taken out. The sustain is gone. No more healing left. And now it's easy pick-off season for 1-2-0. This push is not working out.
Nope, big Nova once again into the back line, always prioritizing the rifles, took out the damage. Archmage had no level 2 aura, and with the priest gone, then there's no regen at all. 1-2-0 with the Lich, man. Despite walking into a little void in the early game where there's not much to attack, salvaging this really nicely.
And I think Chaemiko here, he had the right idea, I guess, not early expanding, but it looked like he didn't know what the late game transition was supposed to be.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
And I don't know either. I couldn't tell you.
1-2-0 was just going high quality, tier 3 melee, destroyers, all that stuff. There was no answer. Couldn't follow it up.
And not even kidding, the level 4 Lich carried that. I'm serious. Level 2 Dark Ritual.
59852 for the 5-month resub. Great work as always. Concealed Hill is game 3.
The decider for who makes it to the final. Is this gonna be the first standard meta game? Or what are we gonna see?
It's about to be time, but also Dreadlord possible, eh?
Dreadlord Fast Expo, absolutely possible. Once again, no Mercamp on this map, which is what you want to see when you're playing Dreadlord.
Let the craziness ensue once again that we've seen on map 1. Gickoff, thank you for the 28-month resub. Thanks. Thank you. Decider, who's gonna go into the grand final? One map makes such a big difference here in the New Year's Cup. Game for 3 still gives you a little bit of money, but if you want to get your hands onto the $3,600 main prize, you need to win that map now. So close, Chaemiko, to the biggest success of his career next to the WGL round of 8. 1-2-0 in the bottom left, equalizing the series. Chaemiko got the lead before. This is his map now.
And for the first time, we see the Ted Fiend build. Alter into Ziggurat, into then a crypt. So, in fact, does look like the standard play. Unless Chaemiko goes for a surprise MK first. Sounds super dangerous, but has been seen before.
Yeah, he could be the one to do it. I doubt it. Should be Archmage, yes. And then maybe rely on an expansion. We have a DK, of course, with the Ted Fiends. So for the first time, we do have standard builds. Usually 1-0 should be able to play that a little better and take the lead if it's straight up. But Chaemiko was surprising us in every single stage of the tournament.
Yeah, has been looking really good. When it got pretty weird here in the previous game, previous map, seems like there he didn't know the perfect answer in the late game. But this should be fairly predictable now. Fast expand, don't lose too many creep blast hits, don't lose too many peasants. Go to tier 3, play defensively, perhaps look for some run-bys, and then either knights gyros or tanks. So the game plan is pretty straightforward for Chaemiko. But executing it, that is another story. And 1-0 will try to make that as difficult to do as possible.
Normal start for the human, creeping this up. 1-0 not creeping at all, not a single one.
It's very unusual. It's like old happy style. And was scouted early by the footy. 1-0 pressuring the AM instantly. One to 0 with this opening kind of puts a bit of pressure on himself already. He will need to find a lot of creep blast hits and or peasant kills to get his level 2.
Or sacrifice a lot of DK HP to creep something, which would not be really efficient though. Feels like Chaemiko's a little scared of this harass. He's respecting this for sure.
Yeah. So Chaemiko is certainly slowed down. Is he still going to go for the green camp before the expo? He probably should, because otherwise he's not going to get level 3. It looks like Chaemiko is not so used to this level 1 DK harass anymore. Because very few units do it anymore. I think he's playing too afraid. Wait, is he attacking? No, right? No.
No, with this amount of peasants. No. But 1-0 is again coiling this archmage. Could maybe force an earlier shop.
This is not too bad of a play, because the units will be busy with the creeps and then the AM will try to zone the DK. But then the DK can return damage. This AM below 250 HP already, but the creep camp begins. And quite a few of the creeps are being taken out before the DK even arrives to look for coil last hits. Gets one peasant. First bit of experience for the DK. Steals one creep with that coil. AM comes back in again, but has to be careful about the health. 1-0 should get the overseer. Coil's way too late. That was pretty sloppy, honestly. Wait, did he get it? No, he didn't.
Threatens the surround here. We haven't seen any blocks or surrounds in game 1. He has another, almost 2 coils. Uses 1, doesn't get the kill, but 2 peasants. Oh, Chaemiko denies 1 at least. But Archmage is far away from 3.
Interesting early game. 1-0 isn't level 2, but the expansion is severely delayed and AM isn't level 3. So both players are kind of not satisfied with this early game so far.
True that. But Chaemiko starts the expansion at 4 minutes 40. That's quite late. No tier 3 tech yet for the undead. Can start it in a second. Trying to make usage of that fountain. Chaemiko needs army, but he's supply stuck for now, waiting for the town hall.
A player's forces are under attack.
That overseer miss was a big deal, by the way. 1-0 really should have gotten that. That would have been the level 2, and that would have been the early game going to him. But certainly far from over. AM has the boots now, though, and when you have boots against fiends without aura, you can pressure them really well. However, health still low, so still a little bit dangerous. He doesn't know exactly when the Lich will be coming out, but he knows it must be soon. And we know Lich is about to be out in just a couple of seconds. Tech advantage for 1-0 is enormous.
But with enough footmen, you can hold on to this. With base dives especially. Archmage has no staff though, only boots. Militia take out the sea turtle finally. Only the big one though. Okay, he's diving for the base, but 1-0 is so ready.
Yeah, 1-0 was a little bit greedy, not going for an arrow before, but with the army here, does have the time. All things considered, very greedy tech. 2 Fiend tech only without an arrow. That is very unlike traditional Chinese play. More happy inspired play. Here comes finally the kill and the level 2 for the DK. The aura changes a ton. DK gets surrounded though, and maybe forced into a TP.
Still trying to fight out. Chaemiko wants to hold it again. And yeah, that is the TP forced in his own base. Of all places.
Yeah. Signature move by Chaemiko with that TP forced.
Now 1-0 has to play it a lot more careful as the tech is approaching. Mountain King will be there in a couple of minutes. You really don't want to rebuy that TP at the moment.
Okay, Ora beats us with a 14-month resub. Whoop whoop. DK surrounded again! 1-0!
You gotta play this careful, but he's not.
Oh, big mistake.
That is Aura and Coil gone for quite some seconds.
I mean, credit to Chaemiko getting an impossible surround there with like 1 or 2 footies and water elementals. But it's Chaemiko. You have to respect his surround skills.
3 statues before Destroyer form.
It's not the end of the world losing the DK. He was only level 2. He comes back soon and he's cheap. And 1-0 is waiting for his big power spike anyways with Destroyers and Orb. So yes, it was a big hero kill, but not by no means a game deciding one.
A player's forces are under attack.
It helps him though. The expansion was late and he finally has time to recover, to catch up, to get his tier 2 rolling, to start his tier 3.
Did Chaemiko see the 3 destroyers 3 statues, by the way? When you see 3 statues, you always have to think destroyer bust. And there's no guard towers up anywhere yet. 2 are coming at the expansion. We have 1 single arcane in the main. Acolyte scouts the main. Love that play. 1-0 looking for both bases.
How fast can he get these rifles out? He continues to produce footmen. Double end snare on the statues. Maybe. Oh, I love this reach around. Can he go for another surround on the statue? First destroyer out, but no coil. Not enough damage though.
For these, looking for the next surround, and they get it. These surrounds play. Chaemiko completely insane.
3rd one in this game alone. Quite some experience due to the water elementals, but if you get a fiend, totally worth it.
A player's force.
He has seen the first destroyer. Goes for workshop, but only 1.
The 2 guard towers in the main will be finishing just barely in time. Really good play by Chaemiko.
Yeah, 1-0 doesn't want to push without a level 3. Goes for the red spot, but that opens up the left flank of this map to this footman squad.
Only footies in the main. How much can they really do? Looking for some acolyte kills, I guess. Destroyer being sent back now by 1-0. Certainly quite a bit of mining time lost here thanks to these footies. That can potentially turn into a lot of free experience though for the undead. Something you need to consider as well. Chaemiko has not started teching yet. Now he does.
Okay. 1 destroyer here. Ghouls help out as well, and there's no way to save these footmen. I mean, you can try to walk out. Against Nova? I agree, they're all dead.
Yeah. Big Nova towards them. Oh, 1 destroyer might be getting killed. Oh, 1 statue that is. Never mind. Well, TP trying to save as many footies as possible. 3 make it out at least.
Okay, so let's look at the gold.
1-0 is bringing all the ghouls. Is he gonna bust the main or something?
I don't know. 3,500 gold down.
What? What is this?
Can't harass against NK and guard towers. Arcane Sanctum coming. Expansion on the high ground. That should be an easy cancel.
If he smells it, though.
Yeah. Feels a little desperate.
Good wall off. Finishes just barely in time. At that expansion. Not too many towers at all, but we have gyros coming in.
How much time does he have for the production, though? 3. You can produce them quick. 4. No flak cannons, I believe. The shop is gone.
Has web. He was so low lumber.
He queued 3 breakers. He has web, right? He researched.
I'm not sure.
Yep.
Did he? Oh yeah, he did. Okay.
Oh, the peasant in the middle.
Forces are under attack.
It's pretty late though. He only has 1 more minute until the Haunted is done. And if he leaves his expansion, it might die.
Siege.
Oh, will it?
Good. Level 3 literally will see some Nova soon.
More destroyers being morphed. 1-0 is threatening the kill of the expansion.
Is it enough gyros? I doubt it. There is mana. Nice kiting. Take the gyros out one by one. Another fiend falls next to the blacksmith.
1 water elemental is sent towards the middle base, but that's not going to be enough for the cancel. This Haunted is finishing. And 1-0 is going up to 2 bases.
I didn't expect that. You know, I did not expect this to happen. Little damage by killing Acolytes, but he has 3 already. Mining starts. So, tier 3 is done. We're going Knights.
1-0 needs to go into upkeep instantly himself to make sure his expansion survives, and doing that right away. No 3rd hero though for the Chinese, which is weird to see.
And no Dark Ranger. I mean, Pitlord doesn't make that much sense yet. We're going tanks, of course. If you need to buy time, tanks are the answer. Upgrades as well. 3 upgrades queued. Busy blacksmith.
Oh, gyros almost flying into the web. Quick reactions there by Chaemiko.
Good scouting.
As so often with a fast expansion style, 2nd and 3rd hero levels are the problem.
Dreadnought.
MK level 1, Pally level 1 only.
Dreadnought 3rd. For the Carrion Swarm. Against mechanical units, it does work.
I like the aggressive play here by 1-0. Trying to prevent creeping. Would love for him to pull the ghouls toward the expansion as well, so he can deal with a tank.
A player's forces are under attack.
Because that tank is coming.
Almost
Chaemiko
there.
coming in with the main army at the same time.
He didn't
Nicely
repair too much, but there's also only 1 upgrade. Wait, he is committing to this fight. Flak cannons, I think, are still not researched. I'm not sure about it. Has to move back on the high ground. Tank doesn't do too much, but the Stormbolt is taking out almost another fiend, but before it is in time. Oh, we have an orb though.
Webs coming in. Lich getting surrounded there. Sleep first. Invul keeps Lich safe for the time being. Going for the Paladin now. He's dropping really low. Nova could kill him off.
Got the potion,
Nova, right
but
clicks.
can't swap it. Pally dead. No more healing on Chaemiko's side. 65 supply, but no anti-air. He takes out the Destroyer. That was super important. So now we're fighting only on ground. And there we have Breakers and Knights.
And the tank is still standing. Sleep once again on the Mountain King. AM in trouble. Going for the heal potion early now this time.
DK also quite low. He has a big healing. Not willing to commit it at the moment. Trying to move this Fiend away, but no chance. Even illusions for more blocks. Mountain King blocks the DK a little. He can go for Death Pact now, and he does. Dreadnought surrounded. That should be a kill. Yeah, Stormbolt against it. No coil possible. 3rd hero down.
Looking good for Chaemiko, but the MK
Whoa.
almost falls to the Coil Nova. That was almost perfectly calculated. MK just barely survives. Tank now being taken out with the help of the A-bomb. That's a big deal. Finally, mining can be fully established again, but big supply lead for Chaemiko here. Almost a 20 supply lead.
1 more coil. No more Nova for the time being. How does he want to get rid of the human. It looks bad. Has to go for the potion. There we go. Last consumable for the DK is gone. Paladin is back. Holy light on that Mountain King. Absolutely necessary.
1-0. What's he gonna make? Which units does he need? What's he gonna morph? Is he gonna go more into destroyers?
Everything.
Potions, maybe. Difficult choice now for him.
Hero focus must be the answer. There's no TP. And there's no mana on the Paladin.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Nova! Right
blocks
clicks!
himself quite a little. Hero
But the
down.
Lich!
Hero
He was
focus.
surrounded for a second! Uh-oh. And now the MK. Is he dead as well? He levels up, but that might not be good enough. Statue block coming in. Right clicks. Chaemiko is the king of blocks. 1-0. Doesn't get one off, but he gets the coil and the next hero kill.
What a comeback. 1-0, what a hero. Chaemiko's dream might just end here. He revives the Archmage and the Mountain King, both from the tavern. Insanely expensive.
Man,
That
this is a great series.
Bust
This is a...
didn't work. What a hold on the hill.
bloody for 1-0 to keep this base up, but he does. But this tank run by can happen over and over, and guess what? The next tank is on the way. 2-1 upgrades now. 1-0 did get quite a bit of experience though. Somewhat close to 5 heroes on DK and Lich. Dreadlord will be getting level 2 soon as well. Big Invul, always valuable, as we saw from the surrounds coming in over and over.
Still a big supply lead for the still a big experience lead for the undead though. We do have landmines for the gyros. They have a purpose now. Chaemiko also, just like Hawk yesterday, not going into Blizzard. Maybe that would help. But since there's not too many destroyers, maybe not. Okay, here we go again. Everything is webbed. We need to kite back. Chaemiko owns the hill.
Lich receives a Stormbolt, not trying for a surround there. They're taking a ton of damage. Coil connects, but reduced healing thanks to the orb. Nova again on the Mountain King. What is there aiming for that hero kill?
Sweet sleep that was to get rid of that Paladin for a bit. Coil arrives in time once more, but is that exposing the Lich? It is definitely exposing the Archmage, but he has the micro. Can he turn it around? Coil, he stands right next to him, but last second, and now there is a surround. But on the human, Paladin levels up. Does he have the mana for the Holy Light? It doesn't look like it. Sleep against it. MK dead once more. 1-0 clears the situation once again.
But the tank's still standing. Might be taking out this Haunted Goldmine. There's no tower there to slow him down. Tavern revive again by Chaemiko. Yes, he lost the hero, but he still has 78 supply.
1-0 is evacuating the Acolytes. Tank can do whatever he wants. The Knight and the tank are killing the Haunted Goldmine. And revive from the Tavern once again, as you say. But no Stormbolts ready. Only a Holy Light. He's donating quite some gyros. Gets a Fiend for it. And surrounded the Dreadlord. There is no coil. And no item. This Dreadlord's dead again.
Yeah. No saving this one. Perhaps one Knight is going to fall for this, but certainly worth the trade. Pally in a bit of trouble there as well. Was getting slowed down by the back. Citadel.
Mountain King has
Chaemiko
staff
army
ready.
is so big.
Chaemiko one step in the grand final. 2 base, 1 base. Supply lead is once again huge. 40. We have a Temple of the Damned. Yeah, but no Banshees coming yet. Acolyte. Oh, coils again. The Mountain King falls for the 3rd time. Wasn't ready for this, and this takes the staff away.
DK level 5 as well, but doesn't have any mana at the moment to use. But still dangerous for the hero kill. Something that Chaemiko still has to think about. This game is not over yet. Another surround though. Another kill on the A-bomb.
We go for the coil. Soaks up more damage. I'm not sure if that was necessary. Okay, eats that A-bomb for more mana and another Nova.
There needs to find more hero kills. He's down to 1 base versus 2 again. Chaemiko, if he just falls back, regroups. This is looking great for the Korean.
We have level 5 DK now, and we are super close to a level 5 Lich. He's gonna get that, maybe not here, but with the next spot. And then Coil Nova galore. Chaemiko needs more levels, and he gets it here. Level 3 Paladin. Such a huge deal, and a Sobi Mask as well.
Enormous level up.
Archmage exposed though. Oh, surrounded the DK once again out of nowhere! And that is Chaemiko in the New Year's Cup Grand Final. For the second time in less than a week, he defeats 1-2-0 in the best of 3.
Upset after upset. Chaemiko makes it happen. In the grand final, nobody would have thought this. Absolutely no one. The Cinderella story continues. Is he going to make it all the way to the end? Is he actually going to win this one, man? That would be crazy.
He's going to face Fly or Moon. But this 25-year-old man has not lost a single series in this tournament. 2-0 Remind, 2-1 1-2-0, 2-1 in feed, 2-1 1-2-0 again. And he won against both faces of 1-2-0. The standard opening 1-2-0 and the cheese 1-2-0 with Dreadlords, with Liches. Damn. And yeah, the surrounds, the blocks. He bought back 300 heroes, but if he has the money, why not? 1-2-0 couldn't find a solution. And now Chaemiko's big grand final against either Moon or Fly. That semifinal is next. We go into a little break to catch a breath after this best of 3. We have 3,100 viewers watching. A star-making performance once again. So one of the old schoolers will face him. See you in a bit.